Joanie's in Murfreesboro, a location that has gourmet coffee, food, and drinks. And as the owner, Jason Day, likes to put it, it is a restaurant with a gourmet coffee shop inside. So good that I had to come back again and go with the same thing that Jason introduced me to the last time, Joanie's Burger, which is a burger for his mom, and the crepes, which, check this out once again, looks just as good, and I know will taste just as good as it did the first time that I sat down with Jason for some of the dishes here at Joanie's. But let's walk inside so you can meet the owner of Joanie's here in Murfreesboro. There's two locations, one around the square. They have another location as well to serve another part of the community, but he's going to share with us how this concept got started, why he came from San Diego to here, and how he pays homage to not only his mom, but his siblings.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, good Thursday morning. Taylor Platt here. Quick check on your forecast starting off for Thursday morning. Mostly dry, maybe an isolated shower or two, but we're really just looking at some cloud cover for your Thursday morning. Going into your afternoon hours, maybe a spotty shower moving in from the southwest. That will continue throughout the majority of your Thursday evening, and then once we get into 7 p.m., look at this. Maybe a wintry mix, maybe some snow here for the I-40 corridor, so Nashville over toward Dixon, Tennessee, and Waverly. We're going to be watching that very closely. Everything south of 40 should generally just be a very cold rain as it looks right now. That wintry mix will start to continue once we get into the late overnight hours going into your early Friday morning. There could be some light accumulation, specifically near that I-40 corridor and north, so there could be some travel issues out and about going into your Friday morning, so just keep that in mind if you're along I-40 and north towards the Tennessee-Kentucky state line, I should say, if I can actually speak correctly. Here's your 7-day forecast. The majority of this will be rain, specifically south of 40, temperatures in the 40s, and then we'll eventually get back up into the 50s Saturday and Sunday, and then looking relatively dry going into next week.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
The holidays bring us together. Gather with loved ones where over 1 million lights shine and celebrate a beloved tradition at Cheekwood's Holiday Lights. Explore the festive mansion decorated by former White House florist Laura Dowling and wander through a magical wonderland of gardens aglow. Get into the spirit of the season at Cheekwood.
Nashville's Nutcracker, presented by Nashville Ballet, returns to TPAC November 29th through December 28th. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets on sale at NashvilleBallet.com.
Joanie's is a unique place. It's a full-service gourmet coffee shop, along with really a full-service restaurant. So, you see a lot of things where you'll see a coffee house that does some food, and you'll see a restaurant that does some coffee, but very rarely do you see a place that does both. And we're very proud to do both. We take a lot of pride in both. Joanie's is actually it's a locally owned spot here in Murfreesboro, named after my mom, who passed away as I was building this location here at the square. So it's a really special place. It's we take a lot of pride in making sure that we serve really good food, really good coffee, but most importantly was giving everyone a really good experience and having that local feel. We have 2 locations here in Murfreesboro, and I think what makes Joanie's special, aside from the fact that, as we talked about, the coffee and the food, is really the service we have here and being a local place and making sure that we are part of our community. We get to know our customers on a level that you probably don't see it at the corporate chains. And that means a lot to us. It's a special place. It's a special place to me, obviously being named after my mom. And we want everyone to feel that. Murfreesboro and Joanie's are synonymous. I have no inclination to go anywhere else, because especially during COVID, you have to understand, we shouldn't be here. The only reason I'm here is because we have people come in every day that had no business coming every day to kind of get us through. But I just remember the people coming. I'll tell you a quick little story as an aside. It was May. This is 2 months into COVID, and I always tell the story because I was in the kitchen and the staff comes out and says there's a customer who wants to talk to you. Usually that's never good. So I was like, uh-oh. All right, so I go out there, and it was one of our regulars, a gentleman who I, just talked to as he'd come in with his wife. Anyway, he hands me a check for $500, and he goes, my wife and I love coming here. We just want to support you. And I told him, I was like, at the time, I said, oh, Kyle, I can't take that. But then I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I took it. And it didn't really hit me till like after he left. And then you start realizing like what you're doing is kind of mattering. It's making an impact on people. So I literally walked outside, wept like a child. But that was really kind of a, okay, you're gonna have to kill me for this not to work type moment. Like, I'm gonna make sure this works. And the thing is, what's funny about that story is I never cashed a check. I put it on my computer so I could look at it every day. And then a year later, I wrote him a letter and I told him just basically how much that meant to me at the time, and that the reason I didn't cash it is because, not that I didn't use the money, but I also, what it represented meant so much more to me. It was almost more stressful building it and getting it open than it was opening it. And so it was really emotional. It was about 5-6 months of just getting there to the finish line of opening it. And then we opened in November, and then I took Christmas Day, we took off that day. And that was the first day since I'd started building it that I could go into the restaurant by myself with everybody off. We're not open. And I got to kind of sit in the middle of it and take it all in of what I had built. And it really hit you like a ton of bricks because there was so much work just getting that one open. And then, I thought that was going to be the hardest part. And then obviously COVID coming. I did this. Part of the reason I did this was I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to see what I was capable of. I didn't bank on how hard it would be and how hard, and then COVID comes and you almost look up and you're like, okay, do you have anything else you'd like to throw my way? And then my mom passing away, and it was just kind of a litany of just a lot of stress. And the first few years were really stressful, but to your point, when you do come in and you can kind of just take it all in of what you built and where you've come. It's why you do it. I mean, it's really why you do it. It's a pretty awesome feeling, and you're just proud. You're just really proud. I mean, I'm really proud of the perseverance, because that's really what it is. It was just a kind of a will to just not give up, and because COVID could have easily just been like, that's it. This isn't. But there was just no way. This is like, there's no way the story ends with this. If this is going to fail, it's going to fail because I made it fail. I'm not going to let it fail because, COVID or anything like that, even though it's so. But yeah, that's to your point. It's the best time. It's 6:30 in the morning to get that first half hour. It's just you. You listen to your music. You're getting your espresso machine dialed in, and you're just kind of like taking in. And then we're just lucky here. I mean, to be in Murfreesboro. I think the girls will tell you the same thing. We have the best customers. Like, we have the best customers. Like, we can count on one hand how many kind of rough customers we've had in the 6 years of doing this. Most people are super sweet, super supportive, super patient with us, especially with me. Like, that first 6 months, I was growing too. I was learning, and so I made a lot of mistakes. And but those people who would come in, I remember we're in the middle of a neighborhood, and I live in that neighborhood, so they saw me working my tail off and struggle, and I see a lot of them to this day still coming in there, and that's what makes it special.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
When I think of Delta Dental now, it's really their core values. It's the volunteerism, it's the giving back.
Delta Dental gives us 10,000 toothbrushes, so twice a year we have these children that are going home with food that may not have weekend food, and they're also getting a toothbrush.
The best partners are the ones that truly do impact the community together, and I don't think there's a better example of that than our partnership with Delta Dental.
Busy Bee, yeah, Busy Bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
833.
Busy Bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy Bee, oh,
Now I'm ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
Welcome back. Jason, thank you so much for sharing how Joanie's became to be here in Rutherford County in Murfreesboro. We love that you shared that with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We also love knowing that you've been highlighted all over the place. And as you can see, it was voted a lot of the best for our Main Street Media Awards this year. The burger is delicious. I have to say, they know good burgers, and I'm a burger queen. I eat a lot of them. The Joanie for his mom with the blue cheese. Absolutely perfection. You get the tanginess of the cheese, the crispiness of the bacon, and the mushrooms are spot on. Went with the Cajun fries this time around. The crepes also good. Again, I love the whipped topping and of course the chocolate with the bananas and the strawberries. The crepes are just doughy enough. I mean, perfection really there on the plate. Again, if you're in Murfreesboro, stop by Joanie's, grab a dish or grab a coffee. The coffee's amazing. I always go with their mocha with a little bit of raspberry, and more than anything else, they're so kind and welcoming when you come into Joanie's. You will definitely make a second trip. Thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you back here later on.